morning. Good morning. All right, very good. All right, I have a long list of introductions, so please be patient with me. So first we're going to start with David Jones, who is our sign language interpreter. Thank you, David. Yes. Okay, you don't need to apologize. You don't need to applaud for anybody else. Okay. All right, in no particular order, so please don't take offense. Sis Killen, our Superintendent of Transportation and Highways for Cook County. Congressman Brad Schneider. Jonathan Carroll, Illinois State Representative from the 57th District. Scott Britton, Cook County Commissioner of this district. Sandy Hart, Lake County Board Chair. Mara Altenberg, Lake County Board Member. Eric Smith, Buffalo Grove Trustee. Patrick Horcher. Did I say that right, Patrick? Close? Close enough. What? Horcher. Okay, all right, good. Wheeling President. Secretary Osmond, Illinois Department of Transportation. Simon Popkoff, owner of Mini Donut Factory. IDOT Field Engineer, Zubair Hyder. Buffalo Grove Village Manager, Dane Bragg. Director of Lake County Division of Transportation, Shane Schneider. Northbrook President, Catherine Ciesla. Mayor of Deerfield, Daniel Shapiro. Wheeling Village Clerk, Kathy Brady. Wheeling Trustee, Ray Lang. Wheeling Trustee, Mary Kruger. Wheeling Trustee, Mary Papantos. Wheeling Trustee, Dave Vogel. Wheeling Manager, John Fondalis. Village of Buffalo Grove Trustee, Les Ottenheimer. Lake County DOT, Department of Transportation, Mike Martinelli. Lake County Department of Transportation, John Nelson. Lake County Department of Transportation, Glenn Petco. Lake County Department of Transportation, Tom Samoji. Buffalo Grove Village Engineer, Darren Monaco. Buffalo Grove Assistant Director, Kyle Johnson of Public Works. Buffalo Grove Civil Engineer, Ted Cianis. Lake County Department of Transportation, Kevin Carrier. Buffalo Grove Trustee, Joanne Johnson. Please applaud for all of them. Woo. All right, thank you, Joanne, for your patience and the acknowledgments. All right. All right, my actual remarks here. Every day, 40,000 residents drive this stretch of Lake Cook Road. 40,000 residents. Going to work, school, doctor's appointments, shopping, running errands, and most importantly, back home to their families. I'm thrilled to announce that after 2.5 years, the almost $60 million Lake Cook Road reconstruction project is now complete, allowing our residents and visitors to travel more safely and efficiently across the northern edge of Cook County. This project is part of a greater vision. In 2018, the Cook County Department of Transportation and Highways established Connecting Cook County, our first strategic long-range transportation plan in more than 70 years. 70 years. This plan consists of 3 core principles. Transportation should support the economy and create livable communities. Transportation systems are multi-purpose and multimodal. Transportation should involve public agencies working together with one another and the private sector to provide transportation assets and services. Lake Cook Road Reconstruction Project is a prime example of what we can achieve when we plan through the lens of these ideals. The Lake Cook Road is a main artery serving residents and commuters of Buffalo Grove, Wheeling, and many other communities in our northern suburbs. Within a few miles, we have elementary, high school, and middle schools, along with small and large businesses, as well as several medical facilities. All are vital to the growth and prosperity of surrounding communities. The improvements will save travelers time, and safety measures can save lives. Helping Cook County residents and Lake County residents get to their designations more quickly and safely. This reconstruction project also ensures that this region continues to thrive economically as the main roadway that cars and trucks use to transport goods and people throughout Lake and Cook counties. Lake Cook Road provides a critical connection to I-294, McHenry Road, and other local roadways. It's important to note that this project is truly a team effort, combining the resources of local and state government to ensure its success. I would like to thank the Cook County Department of Transportation and Highways, Sis Killen and her crew, IDOT, Secretary Osmond and his crew, Lake County, that's Sandy Hart's crew, the villages of Buffalo Grove and Wheeling for embarking on this major roadway improvement project to build stronger communities, a stronger Cook County, and a stronger region. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce Sis Killen, who is not only an engineer, but the first woman to hold this position. And she'll tell you how many million years in Cook County. Now, I would only ask that every person, and the program is right here on the podium, every person introduce the next person so I don't have to hop up and down. All right, Sis.
Thank you, Madam President, and good morning, everyone. President Preckwinkle, we would not be here celebrating the completion of Lake Cook Road without your support, your vision, and your leadership. The Lake Cook Road Reconstruction project has been a top priority for advancing the transportation goals of the county. Through the completion of this project, the Department of Transportation and Highways is continuing to advance economic growth and foster thriving communities with our investment. We broke ground on this project in January of 2020, but the work began long before then. We partnered with the villages of Buffalo Grove and Wheeling so that we can complete the engineering, and we wanted to ensure that the communities who would be impacted and ultimately benefit from this work were thoroughly engaged in the planning process, and we held a number of public meetings and worked extremely closely with those partners to redesign this important regional corridor. We reconstructed Lake Cook Road, adding 1 lane of travel in each direction. We added turn lanes at each of the intersections with Buffalo Grove Road, Wylan Road, and McHenry Road, all of which will reduce congestion and improve mobility and safety. We also upgraded the adjacent roadways that are critical connections to this corridor and extended Wylan Road, which we are seated on here today, to the south to connect Buffalo Grove to McHenry Road. We have ensured that Lake Cook Road is safely accessible for pedestrians and bicyclists by incorporating new sidewalks and shared use paths to further advance our goal of investing in transportation alternatives while modernizing our existing infrastructure. We worked closely with our village partners to add beauty all along this corridor with decorative lighting and landscape medians to ensure that we created a premier gateway to the local businesses. Cook County successfully leveraged a $30 million investment, which included $14 million in Rebuild Illinois capital funds, thank you IDOT, to secure over $28 million in grant funding to advance this project. The village of Buffalo Grove and Wheeling also partnered with us in local infrastructure investments. I'm extremely proud of the work that we've completed on Lake Cook Road and the improved infrastructure that we have provided for our residents. After nearly 2.5 years and navigating a global pandemic in that process, Cook County was able to deliver this project on schedule and under budget. I would like to extend a special thank you to my construction management team and our maintenance crews who have joined us here today, our contractor, R.W. Dunteman, and the subcontractor and consultant teams who were integral to the success of this amazing regional project. As Madam President had said, this project is a true testament of what can be done when we bring together our local agencies to achieve one common goal, and today we are able to celebrate the lasting impact for the years to come. I would now like to introduce Congressman Brad Schneider. Congressman.
Thank you, Sis. Good morning. It's going to be a habit. We're all going to say good morning. President Preckwinkle, Board Chair Hart, mayors, commissioners, trustees, and all the people who made this possible, what a great privilege it is to be here with you this morning. This is a big deal. President Preckwinkle talked about a strategic vision, and I was particularly struck by the 3 pillars she talked about. The idea that it's about the economy, economic growth, and if you look what's happening just on this corner around us, you can see some of the impact this road's having. The investment we make has an impact long beyond and well above the dollar spent on building a road like this. The second piece is multimodal. The idea, it's not just about moving cars from here to there. It's making sure people have a place that they can live, where they can work, they can play, they can get from where they are to where they're going, and do it in a way that fits their life and their needs. That's critical. And that third pillar of collaboration. What you're seeing here today is communities coming together. It's not just Buffalo Grove and Wheeling. We have people here from Deerfield. This intersection affects people far beyond this corner. And thousands of people every day are going to drive through here and have the chance to benefit from this decision. I'm proud of the partnership the federal government was able to play as a part of this. Federal government gave $22 million in grants to Cook County, $6 million of which came to invest in this project alone. Last November, we were here to kick off the infrastructure project as part of the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. Bipartisan legislation passed by the government last year, by the federal government. It's having an impact. What does it mean for Illinois? It means more than $9 billion to invest in roads. Our roads get a grade. 145,000 plus miles of roads in Illinois have a grade of a D today. What you're seeing here is how we raise that grade to A, and it's working together. $9 billion coming into Illinois for roads. $1.4 billion over the next 5 years to invest in our bridges. Another $4 billion for mass transit, $600 million for our airports. That investment in infrastructure is the difference of having a D grade and having an A grade and leading the nation. And because of the people here, because of the vision presented, because of the collaboration, Illinois is well on its way, and I am proud to be a part of it. So again, thank you for being here. It is my privilege to invite next, wrong page, Jonathan Carroll, Illinois State Representative of the 57th District.
Thank you very much. I would like to say that this project here is something that the residents of this area here, Buffalo Grove and Wheeling, have been asking for years. I used to actually live in this area. The traffic around here was unbearable at times. This will alleviate that. And I think as a representative from the state, when we see that our money is going towards things that help people and doing it in an effective way and doing it on time and under budget, these are the things that we should be proud of. And this is a project that we should be proud of. It's going to provide better transportation, less congestion, more economic opportunity, and allow the residents of these areas to be able to move more freely. And as was said by other speakers, we're going to see more economic development in this area. I think this area is booming now, will continue to do so, and it's thanks to projects like this. So when you see us putting your tax dollars to work in an effective way, it feels great. And I can tell you that in my time in office, this area here I've heard a lot of feedback on, not so good. This will make that feedback a lot better. So I just want to thank President Preckwinkle, Congressman Schneider, everyone else who's here today to making this a reality and really just showing what we can do when we actually put people back to work and put people to work in an effective way. So thank you for coming, and I'm super excited about this because, as a side note, I play hockey around here, and this is going to make life easier getting to the rink. So thank you for that, and I'd like to introduce my good friend Scott Britton. Thank you.
It's still morning. Good morning, everybody. So, I talk sometimes about what the Cook County Board does, and Commissioner Suffredin often says we're a stealth government, and people say, well, what do you do, and what does the president do in the northern suburbs? And my response now would be to look around you. This is what we do. A $60 million project delivered under budget and on time. This is Toni Preckwinkle's vision. This is why I'm a Cook County Commissioner, and I am so proud to serve with her. So thank you, Madam President. Absolutely. I also want to again thank Sis Killen for all of the work she does, and she does answer the phone when I call all the time, and I call quite a bit. And I think that having shattered that glass ceiling, being the first female head of DoTH, has been an incredible DOHD, has been an incredible testament not only to her skill, but our commitment to diversity within the county. And I do have to also give a shout out to John Yonan, her predecessor, who was part of this project and also did a wonderful job for all of us. I also, like Jonathan, I would come up here frequently because there are a couple of companies that I use in both my professional life and my personal life, all on the Cook County side, by the way. I have to take care of the home folks. But I do that because There are some wonderful businesses in this area who struggled through a traffic nightmare before we began the project. It got kind of bad for a while, but I think people were very patient, understanding how great it was going to be. And now we see the project having been reached its fruition and really understanding why it is we commit those kinds of resources to this. Because it does matter. For the people who work in this area, people who go to school in this area, they have to get here. And in order to do that, we have to have an infrastructure system that works for everyone. And that's exactly what this project does. You know, there's a meaning behind all of the county's investments, and I think that the investment in our future is the most important one, and this is a project that's going to pay dividends for decades, generations to come, because we must continue, as we have done, to invest in Cook. So again, thank you all for everything, and I believe the next individual will be Sandy Hart of Lake County Board Chair. Hart? Mara Altenberg, Lake County Board member.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you to President Preckwinkle and Cook County for inviting me to speak today. I am thrilled to be here this morning, thank you, to celebrate the extensive road project on Lake Cook Road, which is one of the most important transportation arteries in our district, in my district. This project was critical to many who use this road day in and day out, and to get to work, to get to their families, to travel to nearby villages. It's a critical road for all commerce in this area and the North Shore, and we thank Cook County for working with us on this. I want to thank the Cook County Department of Transportation and Highways for investing in such an important project. I want to thank our Lake County Board Chair Sandy Hart for her vision and her support of infrastructure in Lake County and how important it is. I want to thank Shane Schneider, who worked closely with Cook County on Lake Cook Road and many other road projects that we have accomplished in the last 3 years. And I want to thank our Congressman Brad Schneider for all his support on bringing important federal dollars for many projects in our area. We really appreciate it and count on him. Just north of here, Lake County DoT just recently did a reconstruction project on Wylan Road, and in a few years, the Lake County DoT has announced it will do a major reconstruction project on Arlington Heights Road, which is what I live off of. These roads have some things in common. Traffic volumes have increased tremendously over the years. The high volume Arlington Heights Road traffic also feeds into and across the increased flow on Lake Cook Road. Transportation has no boundaries in our area. States, counties, and cities rely on each other's transportation infrastructure to ensure our residents can get to work, the grocery store, their relatives' homes, and much more. That's why it's so important for governments, transit agencies, and our local partners to constantly look at how we can improve transportation on a regional basis. What makes the Lake Cook project unique and special in our eyes is it truly represents what great partnership and collaboration can achieve. Through the coordination of the Cook County DOT and the Lake County DOT, traffic impacts were minimized as much as possible during construction. Traffic signal timings were reconfigured to accommodate reduced lanes, and most importantly, the project was completed on time and under budget. We're so excited that the new and improved roadway and intersections move traffic smoothly for us. People won't sit at as many red lights. Better flowing traffic means fewer CO2 emissions to be emitted in our area, which we're very cognizant of these days. It will also be safer for everyone to walk and bike to their destinations, and it will be easier for our residents to travel to work in other important places. Our residents in Buffalo Grove and the surrounding villages are grateful to our two counties for bringing these projects to fruition and keeping our traffic infrastructure in top shape from year to year. Cooperation between the two counties is paramount to building a brighter future for our residents. And again, thank you to Cook County for always being a solid partner in many projects and for making transportation a top priority. Thank you. Now, I would like to introduce Buffalo Grove Trustee Eric Smith.
Thank you, everybody. And it is afternoon, so I'll be the first person to say good afternoon. I don't look like her, but I am playing the role of Village President Beverly Sussman today. She sends her regrets that she's not able to make it. Buffalo Grove is very proud to partner on this project, and thank you all for having us and inviting us on the most perfect day of the year. I appreciate that. Thank you, President Preckwinkle, Commissioner Britton, for the opportunity to speak. I appreciate it. I want to recognize we have one village board member, one trustee in attendance beside myself, and that's Trustee Joanne Johnson. It's important to recognize some of the trustees because, as Commissioner Britton was saying, the nightmare that the traffic has been before and after during the whole project, it's the trustees on the ground that get to hear about all the traffic and how bad it's been. So, but now we get to beat our chests and hold our heads up high and take all the credit for it. So, thank you. I also want to recognize, I know President Preckwinkle already recognized some of our village employees, but they were very important in this project and worked very hard on it. First, Village Manager Dane Bragg, thank you. Village Engineer Darren Monaco. Assistant Public Works Director Kyle Johnson. And Civil Engineer Ted Cianis. Thank you for all your hard work. This has been a long time coming. We started Phase 1 engineering on this project in 2009. This project is important both regionally and locally. And Buffalo Grove is heavily reinvesting in its infrastructure. Lake Cook Road is a major part of that infrastructure plan. The Lake Cook Road project represents 40% of Buffalo Grove's $150 million infrastructure project over the last 3 years. The project ties together 3 major arteries in our community to enhance multimodal travel for all residents. I want to thank Cook County for its leadership to bring this project to fruition. I also want to thank the Northwest Council of Mayors for their major support of this project and getting $22 million in grant funding for this. And last but not least, we very much look forward to partnering with Cook County as we forge ahead with Lake Cook Road expansion all the way to Route 53. So thank you very much for that. And I would like to introduce Wheeling President Patrick Horcher.
Good afternoon, everyone. Is that loud enough? Very often I miss these things, the microphone, I mean. The improvements that have been made on this road are very easy to see. Those of you who have traveled it periodically over the course of the last 2 years and have suffered through the construction and the setbacks, what's happening right now, minus this, is a vast improvement to the flow of traffic through the area, and I get to see that every day. My home is slightly to the south of here by about a half a mile. The new flow, the way it used to be, work hours meant the traffic would be lined up for a mile or two to the east on 83, and equally so on Lake Cook Road. Just before the completion of this project, you could see an improvement of the flow of traffic down these intersections, and that's very important to notice. The other thing that everybody has mentioned that is also very important is the under budget and on time for a project of the scope of what you're seeing here, under budget and on time. Thank you to everybody who is responsible for that. The other thing that this project really does represent is a vision that goes, thank you, President Preckwinkle, beyond the scope of all of the elected officials' current terms. This is a project that, now that it is complete, will impact this area for generations to come. This is a project that is going to benefit the counties the communities, the villages, the towns in this area for more than the existing terms of the existing elected officials. And that type of vision is really what is needed from everyone. So President Preckwinkle, thank you for spearheading an expansion of our visions. And now I do have some actual comments that have been prepared. I'm honored here to join you to show you the Village of Wheeling's support and appreciation for this significant project. Getting here hasn't been easy. Every commuter who has traversed this major corridor over the past 2.5 years has had to maintain patience while much-needed reconstruction took place. But we're here now as witness to hard work and patience paying off. I want to thank President Preckwinkle, Superintendent Killen, Commissioner Scott Britton, the Cook County Board of Commissioners, the Department of Transportation and Highways for recognizing the need for these important improvements and following through on their commitment to fund the project. As one of only 4 major east-west routes through Wheeling, Lake Cook Road is vital to our commercial and residential traffic flow. As we all learned over the course of the pandemic, being able to quickly and easily transport goods is crucially important, and infrastructure improvements such as this greatly improve our local businesses' abilities to do so. On behalf of the Village of Wheeling, please accept Wheeling's appreciation for the vision and hard work in ensuring the benefits of this project for those who live in, work in, and travel through Wheeling. And congratulations to those of you who have worked so hard to bring this project to fruition. And again, under budget and on time. Thank all of you very much for that. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Omer Osman, Illinois Department of Transportation Secretary.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Great, great. What a beautiful day. So on behalf of the Governor Pritzker, and the entire team at the Illinois Department of Transportation, thank you. Thank you, Madam President, for hosting this event today. I would also like to express my gratitude to other elected officials in attendance and also to our North Suburban partners. Congressman, we appreciate your work on behalf of infrastructure. Thank you very much. I would like to give a shout out to Zubair. Zubair Haider is here. I know how hard you work with everybody on this project, so thank you for your effort. But honestly, though, collectively, our effort and support made this day and this improvement to Lake Cook Road possible. I rarely turn down an opportunity to cut a ribbon on a project that has been a long, long time coming. I think 2009 is what was mentioned on phase 1. And this one is really a good one. And I'm going to tell you why. I had to be here. Madam President didn't ask for me to be here. She told me to be here, so I had to be here. And for one, I do have a relative of mine who lives here, just right down the road. He is in attendance, and for years, literally for years, he's been complaining about the condition of the road here. He is here too. So I did call John Yonan a while back, and he assured me he's working on it, and sis, thank you for delivering. We appreciate that. But honestly, though, since Rebuild Illinois passed, almost 3 years ago, I have had the privilege of joining the governor at an event like this to celebrate the achievement of once-in-a-lifetime capital program. I'm especially happy today because we are highlighting a project that's being done by one of our critical local partners. As far as the department and as far as I'm concerned, there is no such a thing as a federal road, a state road, a county road, a township road at IDOT. They are all Illinois roads, and they are all part of a multimodal system that gives our state its competitive edge and connects us to the rest of the world. If just one part of our transportation system is not functioning as it should, that impacts your quality of life. Thanks to the leadership and vision of Governor Pritzker and the General Assembly, Rebuild Illinois invests in our local infrastructure like never before. This spring, the governor made the fifth of six $250 million installments that will be delivered to our local partners, our counties, townships, and municipalities. Funding from the previous four $250 million installments already have supported an estimated 2,300 projects across the state. Projects that once faced an uncertain future are creating good-paying jobs and making their communities better places to live, work, and grow a business. In fact, $14 million from Rebuild Illinois was critical to delivering this project on Lake Cook Road. And all of this is on top of the increased funding our local governments are receiving through their regular MFT allotment. Since Rebuild Illinois passed, an additional $1 billion has been provided to counties, townships, and municipalities in increased motor fuel tax revenue. Added up, and we are making infrastructure investment across the state that are making our roads and bridges safer and will keep Illinois competitive at the country's transportation hub for a long, long time. Congratulations, Cook County. This project is going to make a huge and a big difference for this area for generations to come. Thank you for having me. Yes, indeed. It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Simon Popcove, the owner of Mini Donut Factory. Mr. Simon.
Good afternoon. I'd like to say thank you very much for this project, everyone who's been involved. And this project, actually, it's very similar to Johnny Depp process right now. It's a big mess, you know, and a lot of witnesses. But the mission was accomplished, so thank you very much again. Appreciate your help, and hopefully you'll support the local businesses. Thanks again. Thank you.
All right, Natalia, are there any questions? Yes. Lake Cook and Arlington Heights Road, and what else? All right, sis, you're up.
Thank you, Madam President. If you could, please repeat the question for me. Yes, thank you for that question. So we are going to continue what you see behind us, the expansion of Lake Cook Road. We're actually working collaboratively with the village of Buffalo Grove to complete what we call a preliminary engineering study. They were actually one of our grant recipients from last year's Invest in Cook program, and that is an annual grant program that the president launched to help partner and work with our local municipalities to advance projects to construction. That study is getting underway right now, and the engineering will be complete so we can identify exactly what that scope of work is going to be, and we will be working through the outer years of our multi-year program to work to secure construction funding.